This video is purely for educational purpose and This video is purely for educational purpose to bring awareness on the passage of Proposition 1 in California and its upcoming changes to San Joaquin County behavioral health services. Any and all information is subject to change. We will be covering what is Proposition 1, the changes that this Proposition 1, or also known as SB 326, will be bringing to Californians, the impact on San Joaquin County, specifically those services that it will be offering and impacted, implementation on timeline. When we look at what is Proposition 1, we have to see it as a two-part. The first part is considered to be the Behavioral Health Service Act replacement of Mental Health Service Act of 2004. It reinforces behavioral health care fundings for prioritizing service so those individuals with substance abuse disorders, unhoused individuals, and veteran unhoused individuals. So the state of California will now allocate most of their money for mental health services to substance abuse disorder, unhoused individuals, and unhoused veterans. The second part is a behavioral health bond authorizing 6.4 billion in bonds to finance behavioral health treatment beds, supportive housing, community sites, and funding for housing of veterans. So we are, as a state, going to build new buildings for unhoused individuals through a 6.4 billion bond, meaning borrowed money that Californians will have to pay back with interest. But we also see that within the Proposition 1 and why it matters so much is that although it does bring benefits to those unhoused or substance abuse recipients, it brings a very, very detrimental impact on preventative services, especially here in the San Joaquin County. We will see that this new Behavioral Health Service Act completely eliminates preventative service fundings to agencies, nonprofit agencies that are currently providing them. This will definitely have a huge effect on vulnerable populations as they are reportedly the ones who seek those services the most. We will also have budget allocation shifts and increased burden on agencies who are forced to revamp their services to approach non-housing individuals or substance abuse disorder to be able to keep their particular funding. One of the other major shifts that we see here is that the state of California will now have power to decide on a county level what needs to be spent on what and how it's going to be spent. So the state of California will have the power to allocate money, to allocate protocols, to make decisions on what was then known on a county level. What we see here on the chart provided by Behavioral Health Service, we notice that 20% of the budget from this money, we see that it was going to workforce education and training, also known as WET, prevention and early intervention, also known as PEI. And now it will no longer be going to those. And we see how this is definitely going to impact underserved and marginalized population as they are recipients who mostly use these services in a negative way. When we look further into this particular preventative service, we see that it is divided into two parts. The first part focuses on family, children, and youth, and the second part focuses on adults and older adults. Agencies like Child Abuse Prevention Center, Parents by Choice, Catholic Charities, Mary Magdalene, and many other nonprofits are offering preventative service to prevent children to go into CPS, to prevent homelessness, to really provide the county and the population, marginalized population or at-risk population, skill building tools to be able to prevent them from going homeless, prevent them from falling into substance abuse. The state of California is now moving from a proactive approach into the issues to a reactive and only offering funding to the problem of homelessness, substance abuse, within California. We see here this chart provided by Behavioral Health Service of San Joaquin, Mental Health Service Act, and Behavioral Health Service Act. In the comparison, there is no more money for preventative service in our new up and coming Behavioral Health Service Act, also known as SB 326. When is this all happening? It's currently happening as we speak. We need to wake up and notice the facts in front of us. There is a timeline from January 1st, 2026, January 1st, 2025 to June 2026 that will start to implement and help agency transition. Behavioral Health, San Joaquin Behavioral Health Services has stated that they are currently looking for other agencies or other departments to fund preventative service, but as we speak, those preventative service may be defunded or have to change their services to meet new funders' requirements. As of July 1st, 2026, all provisions of SB 326 or Proposition 1 will take effect. So please help spread the word, educate the population, share and like the video, make your voice count.